Okay, Swarty, let's wrap this beast up.
Yeah, let's grade it for what it is. Let's start with the accessories. I like them. They're pretty basic. The hands, the mandibles, joints, they all have them. What stands out at this one is the helmets and of course the base, which are big point earners for me.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. The helmets is a very nice touch. The battle damage one is, of course, the cleanest of the two.
Yeah.
I also think that the base is a really large plus point for this figure. It really makes it stand out a little more. A thing that you and I have been discussing before in the past is that I also count the wrist blade and the hologram as a piece of the accessory.
And for me, they're part of the armor since they all match the rest of his armor.
Yeah, so we've been discussing this point for quite a while, but I say it's part of the accessory, he says part of the armor. So I'm gonna say, for the accessory, I'm gonna give this piece a 7 out of 10.
I'm also going with a 7, mostly due to the helmets and the base.
Yeah, and for me, the wrist blades with the update and, of course, the hologram projection, which is really, really cool. So, okay, we've done the accessories. Now let's go over to the paint job.
Paint job, solid 10. It's just perfect. Can't say anything more. A 10.
Yeah, the paint job is pretty immaculate. It's yeah, perfect.
Yeah, a 10.
10, solid 10.
Okay. On to the armor.
Yeah.
Which for me does include the hologram and the blades. And seeing that the blades are metal, great point earners. The posable gun here, another big point earner. It's attached, it doesn't fall off like some of the figures. What does lose a few points is, of course, the medipack. It doesn't open up. Too bad for me.
Yeah, I have to say, for me, the armor, though it's looking great, there are a few minor points. As I said before, to you then, of course, are these, the pads on the side, the padding. I'm not such a big fan of it.
I really don't see any problem with it.
Yeah, to me, it's just, I can't describe it, but it's a sort of toyish look. And of course, it's not really a toy, or well,
yeah, even though it's in the name.
Yeah,
but
for
still,
me, it's not a toy.
I see where you're coming from,
yeah.
but for me, I see no flaw in it. Well, yeah, well, the flaws are there, but they're battle damage, so seriously, it works for me. But the big point earners are for the upper armor.
Oh,
the shoulder pads, they're fantastic. The bulky chest armor.
Yeah.
The attachments over here, again, the gun, the blades here for me, which are for me part of the armor. And I think I'm going to go with an 8 on this one.
Yeah, I have to downgrade it a little. For me, a 6, maybe even a 5.5. Leaning more towards 6 though. Yeah, just like I said, the padding is a little bit off for me. And of course, like you said, the medipack, which is of course a big no-no.
Yeah.
Even though we have to agree with Hot Toys that it wasn't shown in the movie, so
I'm not going to agree with them. It would have been a great extra for the fans.
point given. Right.
Well, on to the head sculpt.
Yeah.
And as beautiful as it is, it's not perfect. Well, don't get me wrong, it's great. There aren't really any flaws, but I've seen better. So I can't just go all out on this one. And the eyes, again, the veins in the mouth, which part of the paint job really. So I'm going to go with a 7 again. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, for me, I was gonna go with a 9, but thinking about it more clearly now, I can also see that there are a few details. You can't quite see it good, but here on the beats, there are just a few small details where the paint job is not very consistent. It's almost like they rushed the beats a little too much on the dreads. Now,
I don't know, I think they're supposed to look dirty. Well,
yeah,
he has been manhandled in the movie, so...
yeah, he won't be
I
getting
think
to the
for
chopper.
me, it's still a solid 10 for the paint job, because it works.
Yeah, of course, the overall paint job still gets a solid 10, but I'm saying for the head sculpt, the dreads of a pred is really important, so...
True, but again, I'm not going all out on the head sculpt. I've seen better. Not saying that this one is bad, but I've seen better.
So what's gonna go with a 9? Gonna go with an 8. I really like the slimy look and the eyes, the mandibles. The mandibles almost look lifelike now.
Yeah, the mandibles and the teeth,
Yeah,
they're great.
perfectly done. Of course, small point for me is, of course, like we discussed before, that the mandibles from the helmet are already inside the helmet. Swirly things. This is a good point.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's a
is.
bad point.
No more fumbling. Works for me.
Yeah, doesn't for me. So, anyhow, that's
Yeah,
the
that's
points
a
for
wrap.
the Hot Toys. So, how much should we give it in total?
In total,
Yeah, it's difficult, but
and I think I'm going with an overall 9 on the figure. It's not perfect, but it could have been. So I'm going with a 9.
yeah, I'm leaning towards 8.5/9.
Yeah. Let's
Let's
go
call
with
it with
8.5.
8.5. Yeah. Yeah.
You got me on that one.
Yeah, it's a beautiful Predator, definitely one of Hot Toys' finest, but we all know what's coming up. We've
Yeah.
all been waiting for it. We are also going to do a top 10 most anticipated list very soon for
Yeah.
us. Of course, this will include probably one of your favorites as well. So yeah, basically, that's all we got to say about this piece. It's really beautiful.
Hope you enjoyed
Hey guys,
it.
I got a question. Which makes the best Pegasus, Fluttershy or Rainbow Dash?
What? We're doing a Predator over here.
This is Hot Toys, man. That's just, what, kitty stuff?
Yeah, but it's my kitty stuff.
They're just ponies, man. Get over it.
Yeah, I'll think about it some more. But
Seriously, you think you know someone and then...
Well, anyway, this was our first review. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time, guys.
I was Casey,
I was Warley,
and we were
OCD.
See ya.
Signing off.